we have a new spark plug to put in, and that's always good to do. We want to gap it, and then we're going to put some anti-seize on the threads. And remember what I said about when these motors are hot or even warm, the aluminum threads will just grab on and they won't let go, like a $14 hooker. So you want to make sure that these engines are cool when you do any kind of work on them, if they're aluminum. Otherwise you could strip the threads and you'll have to helicoil this stuff, and it's a mess. Total mess. But what I want to talk about on spark plugs is that we have the standard Honda spark plug right here. I don't know what it is. I just bought it. That's not the point. The point is that this is an iridium plug, and it's more money. I think it's the wrong one. Anyway, I want to tell you the number on this one. This one is for all your 125cc water-cooled heads. They're made by Charmo, and it is a BR8EIX if you want to buy them. Now if you go to bikebandit.com, that's where I buy my stuff, and basically you can go anywhere and buy them. But what I did was I went online, I found out what the BR8EIX means. As far as one thing means a heat range here, one thing means the length right here, another means the thread size, thread length, and BR9EXI, it says shit, something's wrong here. Anyway, that's if you have the Charmo head. If you have an SEF head 114mm like I have on my Dio right over here, that takes a plug. Let me go see what the other one is. If any of you like iridium plugs, me, I'm always trying something new, you know, trying something that's maybe faster, better. I always use NGK, but where did I put the other iridium at? And they work really well. I mean, as far as, even if they do the same things, I feel better about it. This right here is the one it is. This is a BR8HIX from Bike Bandit. I don't know, they're $7 or $8, something like that. Well, this is BR8HIX, and you can see that the length right here going into the head is shorter. Now let me give you a tip about spark plugs and heads, okay? And I screwed this up big time when I used a longer plug. What I did was I took my 125cc Charmo head and took it off, and I used an SEF, but I used the same plug. What happened is that plug stuck into the cylinder past the dome about 1/4 of an inch, and I would get all kinds of misfiring and everything else because it wasn't supposed to be like that. With spark plugs, if you're, let me see if we can do it this way. Let's say this is the dome of your head right here, okay? And your spark plug goes right in here. Your spark plug should, the very last thread, okay, should just stick out of the, stick into the firing chamber. The very last thread. So what I was doing is I was using this longer one because I just wasn't thinking about it. You know, I just wasn't thinking about it. And it would stick this far, this bottom part would stick this far into the head, and my high-speed riding, I was just causing all kinds of problems. So we're going to go over spark plugs. We're going to go over a lot of things on these little bikes. Maybe, you know, 20 years from now, you can look back and you go, God, you know, that guy talks to goddamn... Sorry, God. I didn't mean that. I'm tired. I shouldn't have said that. Please forgive me. I try not to cuss, but sometimes, fuck it. It's just great to cuss. So we'll go over spark plugs, and I know that videos are slow, and I probably forgot the last one I ever did. But you can always speed the videos up. You can't slow them down. So it's better to get as much information as you can. And I imagine that, you know, one day someone is going to, very soon probably, is going to make their own videos on how to rebuild these. But I want to try and rebuild them for people that, kind of like an older brother or a father or a mentor, teacher like that. Because when I was a young man, you know, I don't know about a lot of you out there, I didn't have a father around. I had a father, but all I can say was my childhood was 3 words. It was bad. And I swore if I ever grew up and I had children that I would never treat them like that. And whenever I go to teach things about what I'm teaching, I try and aim it towards, you know, the young people out there, you know, 15 to 25 that are, don't have anyone to show them. So if you like my videos, please give me a thumbs up, and I hope you like them. I know I'm slow, but look, you know, I'm heading towards 100 years old. I'm not going to get any faster. Rock on!